Welcome to Escort Reviews. Now, last time we had a figure look at this, and that was the flamethrower Robocop, which goes great side by side with this figure. But now we're going to be having a look at the Terminator plasma rifle T-800. Now, if you turn this figure around and you turn this figure around, it's cool because you get a little image there, and it's really cool because they both say in the crumbling, you know, all that. But look at the image there; that's pretty cool. And you also get a little image right there. And of course, if you do flip them over, as I just did, you will see that they do the head-to-head Robocop versus the Terminator, and it's pretty good. We will have a look at the figure's packaging, like so. Now, we can see he has a plasma rifle right there, and we can see the nice paints. And right there, the back insert, which is pretty cool. It says, versus the Terminator. Over here, some more of that. Versus the Terminator plasma rifle T-800. And the side over here is the same. In the back just says that. And you can see an image of the figure there with the Toys R Us exclusive endoskeletons. But we will have a closer look at this figure opened and out of its packaging. So don't go anywhere. There's the T-800 with plasma rifle out of its packaging next to the Robocop we had a look at. And these two figures go really well together because they're supposed to, technically. But they look really good, and the main focus is this guy, so I'm going to scoot Robocop out here a little bit. He stands pretty nice, but the T-800 here, his only accessory is actually a plasma rifle. And besides the main, that's only his accessory, I want to point out this body has been reused, and so is the head sculpt. But so the body here has been reused from the T-800 Terminator 2 steel mill. As you can see there, it's very different in the way that it's painted. And I can't really get this to focus really well. Okay, there we go. You can kind of see the way they're different there. The heads are not the same. This is a Terminator 1 Tanker Truck Pursuit head, and it's been repainted differently. There's the Tanker Truck Pursuit head right there, as you can see. And this one has, you can see the skin is right there behind the eye because he cuts the eye out. And there's just an exposed right there and exposed down here. But on this other head, you can see what they've done is instead of just making this part, which is the skin right around there, they've just completely just said, who cares, and painted over the skin with some metal. And I think it turns out fine because it's not supposed to be a specific movie. And I mean, you can't really tell. I mean, you can right there where you can see the endoskeletons right there exposed on the other figure. And you can kind of see it's like a little square. And then down here at the jaw, you can kind of see that's different. But if you're just looking at it, it looks pretty nice. You can see they have the red eye in there. The eyes are kind of hard to see though, on the camera, but they're easy to see. And also here on the face, they've given like a nice black wash inside there. I might repaint that right there to get deeper in, but you can see that's done pretty nice. The blood's really bright, and the hair even has a dry brushing on it, which is pretty cool, and I didn't expect that with this figure. Terminator looks pretty cool. He's not supposed to be movie specific, so that's why they went ahead and did everything they did. If we have a closer look at the chest here, the chest has been painted nice. I love this. There's no blood on the endoskeleton, which means it shows really good to where you can actually see the endoskeleton more. And I don't know, is that supposed to be painted right there? Isn't that supposed to be endoskeleton painted? I don't know. Let me bring in this one. This one, I think that one is the end of the steel mill. But that's still fine. And then the kneecap is another exposed area that's been painted nicely. It's pretty good. There's a lot of blood on here, which is really nice. Like blood on the arms. And there's no blood on the back, even though that's where the bullet holes are. And I thought that would have been cool. They did not do that, but that's fine. I mean, you could do that yourself. But there is kind of a weird paint scheme they've done here, so you'd have to try and copy that. But you can see how they've done that right there. See more bullet holes right there. It's like a red and some pinks. And right here, there's some purples and whites. Purple, pinks, and whites. Down here, there's some more purple, pinks, and whites. And I think that's all the way this figure's in. Oh, they even did it on the shoes. So that's pretty nice. And the gun is painted like the endoskeleton. It's got like a gray with some light gray and some darker gray and some red dots there. And if you just flip it over, it's practically the same on both sides. And then these right here are, they're not rubbery like the new ones, so I thought that was kind of weird. Time for articulation. Now, I did, this figure's kind of older because these, are the video game versions. But not besides that, they do have a lot of articulation because they're reused. So they have, the movie articulation carried over. So the head will go down and up. It's on a ball joint, and then it'll just, turn around. It'll tilt and everything. The arms will go out about yay far. They go up. If you kind of tilt them, it's kind of rough. I didn't really mess with this guy yet. You can kind of see that there. And the elbows bend. They're not horrible at bending, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And the arm has a swivel, as you can see there. And you can kind of... Also, it's on a ball joint. The part where the belt is does a full 360. So you can kind of get them in a different stance. And the right here, the knee section is different. And the reason for this is because not all the figures have this. So on the original figures for Terminator 2, there's like a joint here, which helps it turn. There's not a joint over here, but then there's another joint below this, and the other side doesn't have that either. But that's because of this part just to be removed and, save them on plastic to where they don't have to have this whole piece resculpted or these whole pants resculpted and then and then they turn down here at the shoe, like down here, but I can't do it because I'm not strong enough, but I can show you on this leg because this whole leg does not move except right here, so it's kind of easier for that to be seen. The T-800 Arnold figure here, I think you can also... I painted the zippers. I didn't realize that just till now. But you can also, I think, switch the hands of the blaster or the freaking plasma rifle in which either hand you want. Because the Battle Across Time figure, you stick it, I think, in this hand. But for this one, you can put it in the right hand. Today on After School Reviews, we were having a look at the Terminator Plasma Rifle T-800 from Robocop versus the Terminator. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell icon for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do, weekend uploads. Also, go on Facebook or YouTube and type in The Sanctuary. You're going to have a fun time on there. You can go live with them. Talk about action figures and just post your action figures. Comment on some stuff and be like, that's cool, nice collection, man. Go over there and I'll see you over there too. Thanks for watching.